Paul Pope is a comic book writer and artist who has collected a number of Eisner Awards and has no shortage of acclaim attached to his name. This week we're having a look at a hardcover collection published by Image, which is kind of a retrospective of his work,
It is kind of. It spans his career in many ways. Now, it starts off with the one-trick rip-off, which revolves around Vim and Tubby, who are a young couple who are very much in love and who have decided that they're going to get out of a life of crime by robbing the gang that Tubby's a part of. The
Not
One
always
Tricks.
a good plan.
Yeah.
Now we're told at the start that the One Tricks are called this because they know, funnily enough, one trick. But it's not until a little bit later on in the story that we find out that this trick they know is an incredible power of suggestion, which means they can pretty much make anyone do whatever they want them to.
Yeah, all they have to do is tell them.
Tell them.
Yeah, and nobody thinks that's strange.
Not at all.
Is the interesting thing.
No.
And it's that kind of surreal plot device that is one of the reasons this story works so well, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and I think there's an argument to be made with this piece for, writer and artist being the same person.
Absolutely.
Because there's just such a fantastic consistency between those two in this story.
Yeah, there's a really wonderful sense of being out of place that you get from Pope's artwork, combined with this kind of weird story that's going along. I mean, at one stage you're kind of traveling through the city and there's an LAPD cop standing on top of a tank directing traffic. Yeah. And that's just what they do.
Everyday stuff.
They just have tanks now. And then, of course, you've got these hypnotic gangsters. And the art style that Pope has to show when they're actually doing this power of suggestion is so amazing.
When they've told somebody to do something, and you see the words of what they've told them just
behind
repeated over and over behind them in these jagged, jumbled letters that you can't quite make out, but you can.
You actually start feeling a bit hypnotised.
It's really interesting style. It really is.
It is, but there was a section, I know I have my own little favourite sections, but you were saying that the one in the desert was your favourite kind of sequence. Is that
really
because
like
of the art style as well, or was there
kind
a
of?
story?
It was actually more so because of the colours, just these vibrant blues and yellows, and there's some money comes out, the greens in there. I love that. That really made it pop.
It's quite interesting that it's the colours that got to you, because originally when this was first published, it was in black and white.
When it was with Dark Horse.
It's being coloured retroactively, and I think they have done such an amazing job putting the colours with Pope's artwork. It blends so beautifully. All the tones are so rich, and they work with this surreal tone that runs through the book. It's just, I can't say enough about this. It's amazing.
I know, but look, I will say here, this is only half the
half
book
the
that we've looked at so far. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that's in the second half. We should move on.
Okay. The second half of this, Deep Cuts, is a series of vignettes from Pope's other works, some of which have never been published before, and this is the first time we get to see them, or indeed they're rare pieces that you see once and then they disappear.
Forever. I found it really interesting to see his take on crime fiction, and then back to back with that, you then see him illustrating work from Rimbaud or Sophocles.
Yeah, I really liked that Antigone piece from Sophocles. I thought it was really quite evocative.
It was lovely.
There was another little standout for me, though, which was Super Trouble. Now, this is something that Pope created for the Japanese publishing house Kodansha, but it didn't actually get published then. It has been published for its very first time here within this collection, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, no, you do get the feeling of, uncovering hidden treasure
you
when
do.
you
It's a
read
little
this
gem.
one. Yeah, new stuff that hasn't been seen before. That's lovely that's finding a life and getting out there.
It is.
And I think Pope is one of those creators who, they're kind of a jack of all trades. They can jump into any genre and they can wring something out of it. And he just has this gleeful sense of motion and emotion. In his
so
work.
emotional.
That's so clear.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this one. I'm definitely giving it a buy.
Yeah, I think if you're a fan of Pope's work from maybe THB or his work with Marvel or DC, I think you're going to get something really special out of this. If you're brand new to Pope's work, you are in for one amazing ride, because this guy, he's pretty cool to check out. Yeah. It's definitely a big buy from me. This is one of my top 5s, I think, now.
Ooh, goodness.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no small praise there.
No.